all power. Long live the spirit of Comrade Chris Hani, long live. Long live the spirit of Comrade Solomon Kalushi Mahlangu, long live. Long live the spirit of Telemo Khwerane, long live. Long live the spirit of Soli Mahlangu, long live. Long live the spirit of Monty Mutloung, long live. Matla, all power. His Excellency President Jacob Zuma, Mama Dimpo Hani, the family of Hani, all protocol observed. If I didn't call you, don't feel offended. I think the speaker has already introduced everybody. We as MKMVA, we are saying it is really an honor today to celebrate a life well lived. I'm standing here today, I'm speaking on behalf of the National Chairperson of MKMVA, Comrade Kelima Phazwe, who has a commitment elsewhere. As the Secretary of Ekurhuleni region and also as the spokesperson of MKMVA in Gauteng, we want to reiterate the position of MKMVA in the revolution to say Comrade Chris Hani was the General Secretary of the South African Communist Party, but he had another side of him which we must also talk to. He is the former Chief of Staff of Umkhonto Sizwe. It is important to capture that history because we want to demonstrate that Comrade Chris Hani was an all-rounder. He was a true revolutionary. We are saying today commemoration in principle means remembrance. Now, if commemoration means remembrance, it means because Comrade Chris Hani has lived his life, we, the remaining ones, how do we remember him? We owe it to his legacy by making sure that whatever it is that we do today, being a liberated country, represents the values and the systems that he lived for. Now, one of those characteristics is selflessness. It is shocking today that in the revolution, people always shout the slogans of Chris Hani, but the life they lead in political circles is a life of selfness, not selflessness. Now, if you live a life of selfness, not selflessness, you are doing the opposite of what Chris Hani did. Comrade Chris Hani is an embodiment of a disciplined cadre of the movement. Those who knew him even in the trenches of Angola, I trained in Angola in the camp called Kibashi. My camp commander was the late Commander Kofifi. Saying he has a verification for those who didn't know. I was personally recruited into the South African Communist Party by himself, Comrade Chris Hani. We met in Uganda in a camp called Dr. Hugo Nkabinde. The reason why I'm saying this is because I want to make clear to other people that, in fact, as it is fashionable today for people to be in the party, in the past you were recruited into the party. You were recruited from the ranks of the African National Congress as an advanced cadre. So in other words, the party would observe you in the ANC, your conduct, your leadership, and your contribution, and only then they would recruit you into the party. But today, we need also to differentiate, comrades. You are not a member of the ANC because you wear a yellow t-shirt. You are not a member of the party because you wear a red t-shirt. It is worse now because there are other counter-revolutionaries who are wearing a red t-shirt. Therefore, you need to distinguish what you wear now. You need to understand yourself. Comrade Chris Hani belonged into the collective leadership of the movement. Nothing he did outside the collective. He was a hero of Umkhonto Sizwe. When there was problems in the camps, Comrade Chris Hani would fly to the camp and sleep there until all the problems are resolved. But the challenge that we have today, we've got celebrity leaders. People who tell you, Guti, my schedule doesn't allow me to do things. When people are having challenges on the ground, they are not there to attend to challenges of people. Chris Hani was a revolutionary, a true revolutionary. Comrades will remember that at some point there was a time where there were problems in the shacks. You would see Comrade Chris Hani and Comrade Winnie Mandela bangena etageni bayosolve ama issues wabantu on the ground. But today we have a challenge that some of the comrades that we produce, it's all about me, me, and me. Nothing about people. Comrade Chris Hani was an intellectual. I'm not talking about somebody else, I'm talking about Chris Hani. He was an intellectual of note. A person who understood that for him to lead, there were people behind him who had to be led. And for you to be a leader, you must not walk in front of the people, you must walk beside them. Because if you walk in front of the people, you are going to lose touch with the issues of the people on the ground. Comrade Chris Hani was characterized by humility. Humility is something that is lacking today in the revolution. I am challenging all of us, in myself included, that for you to be a good leader, you must also be humble. Because humility will take you to places. He was an activist of the poor. He was a national asset. I hate the assassins, those who assassinated Chris Hani, because they didn't realize that they were robbing the nation of a national asset. He was immaculate in everything that he did. As I close, I want to say to all of us, MKMVA is here today to commit itself that we are going to defend the revolution. According to Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, I want to repeat this one. According to Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, he says fighting a revolution is one thing, but defending it is yet another. Therefore, 1994 was not the end of the revolution, but a beginning of another process. Amandla.